From the pages of WWF Superstars II, a deep dive into the golden era of wrestling. Welcome wrestling fans to an electrifying journey back to 1987, a year when Hulkamania ran wild, Macho Madness was growing, and villains like Bobby Heenan and the $1 Million Man were plotting their next moves. Today we're diving deep into WWF Superstars II, an official World Wrestling Federation publication that captures every major superstar, every feud, and every championship chase from this legendary era. This book isn't just about wrestling matches, it's about the larger-than-life characters, intense rivalries, and mind-blowing moments that shaped the WWF into the biggest wrestling organization on the planet. Get ready for an extreme deep dive into every profile, storyline, and shocking moment found in this book. And remember, if you enjoy this content, like, share, and subscribe for more old-school wrestling nostalgia. The superstars of the WWF. Hulk Hogan, the unstoppable force of Hulkamania. Few wrestlers in history have commanded the sheer adoration of fans quite like Hulk Hogan. He wasn't just a superstar, he was a phenomenon. Described in the book as the world's most recognizable athlete personality, Hogan's golden tan, 24-inch pythons, and larger-than-life charisma made him a real-life superhero. Hogan had been WWF champion since January 24, 1984, fending off monsters, giants, and rule-breakers who sought to dethrone him. Some of his most legendary battles included King Kong Bundy at WrestleMania 2, Hogan defeated the 468-pound beast inside a steel cage. Hercules, the Greek strongman, tried to snap Hogan in half, but the champ refused to stay down. WrestleMania 3, the ultimate challenge. The biggest moment of Hogan's career came when he did the impossible, body-slamming Andre the Giant before 93,000 fans. The book hails Hogan as a clean-living, patriotic warrior who defends America against all challengers. His theme song, Real American, only adds to his legend. But the big question remains, can Hulk Hogan hold on to the title forever? Or will a new challenger rise to end Hulkamania? Randy Macho Man Savage. Madness takes over. If Hulk Hogan was the face of the WWF, Randy Macho Man Savage was its most unpredictable, high-flying, and dangerous competitor. The book paints Macho Man as a walking explosion. One moment he's calculated and cunning, the next he's a ruthless brawler who throws caution to the wind. Savage had already won the WWF Intercontinental Championship, proving he was more than just flashy robes and sunglasses. His arsenal included the diving elbow drop. When Savage soared from the top rope, victory was all but certain. Relentless mind games. He played with his opponent's emotions, messing with their heads before dismantling them in the ring. And then there was Miss Elizabeth. Described in the book as his greatest asset, Elizabeth was classy, elegant, and devoted, but she was also at the center of one of the biggest rivalries in the WWF. Savage's jealousy over Elizabeth would soon lead to a heated war with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Would Macho Madness burn brighter or self-destruct? Andre the Giant, betrayal of a legend. For 15 years, Andre the Giant was a fan favorite, an unstoppable force respected by all. But everything changed when Bobby the Brain Heenan got inside his head. The book details Andre's shocking turn to the dark side, a move that left fans stunned and heartbroken. The moment that changed everything, Andre appeared on Piper's Pit standing alongside Heenan and ripped Hulk Hogan's crucifix from his chest. The ultimate betrayal was set, and the two titans of wrestling clashed at WrestleMania 3. The match was a war of the ages, with Andre dominating Hogan, using his massive size and brute strength to crush the champion. And then, history was made. Hogan lifted the 495-pound giant and slammed him to the mat. Though Hogan won, the book makes it clear, Andre was far from finished. Would Andre the Giant find another way to take Hogan down? Bobby the Brain Heenan, the master strategist. The book dedicates an entire section to Bobby Heenan, calling him the smartest and most dangerous manager in WWF history. Heenan was the mastermind behind some of the WWF's biggest villains. King Kong Bundy, the 468-pound wrecking machine. Harley Race, the self-proclaimed king of wrestling. Hercules, a muscle-bound powerhouse who believed he was the reincarnation of the legendary warrior. But Heenan's greatest triumph was convincing Andre the Giant to betray Hulk Hogan. Would the Brain finally lead one of his men to the WWF Championship? The $1 Million Man, can money buy gold? Ted DiBiase was unlike any villain the WWF had ever seen. While others fought for championships, DiBiase fought for power and control. He used his wealth to humiliate opponents and fans alike, once paying a fan to bark like a dog for money. The book highlights his most devious plot yet, offering to buy the WWF Championship from Hulk Hogan. Would DiBiase succeed in purchasing his way to the top? The wildest tag teams in the WWF. The Hart Foundation, the deadly duo of Bret Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, managed by Jimmy Hart. Demolition, Axe and Smash, the most brutal tag team in the WWF. The British Bulldogs Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid, former champions looking for revenge. Strike Force Rick Martel and Tito Santana, an exciting new team on the rise. The craziest WWF ads. The book also featured some of the wildest ads ever printed. Build muscles like Hulk Hogan, without lifting a weight, make $16.50. An hour with a rubber stamp business. High school diploma by mail because who has time for school? The WWF in 1987, an era of legends. Looking back, WWF Superstars II captured one of the greatest eras in wrestling history. Hulk Hogan was at his peak, the Macho Man was rising, Andre had turned to the dark side, Bobby Heenan was still scheming, and the WWF was bigger than ever. If you loved this trip down memory lane, like, share, and subscribe for more classic wrestling recaps. What was your favorite WWF moment from 1987? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep body slamming life.